That's a full red light, buddy. Some good driving there. Not. What's going on, everybody? Trudging up here with the Model X. For today's video, my final thoughts about Uber Eats. Let's go. Alright guys, so I'm going to try and keep this video as short as I possibly can, but at the same time, letting you know my actual thoughts about Uber Eats. At least for here in Canada, that is. When I first started thinking about doing the 30-day Uber Eats challenge, I was actually really skeptical about how much money you can actually make. Now, as my previous videos have shown, from day 1 to 30, you can actually make pretty good money delivering for Uber Eats. Now, I do want to mention at this point that for anybody obviously wondering, Uber Eats pays out your earnings on a weekly basis. On Monday, you get your statement, and your earnings for that week get deposited into your account. Now, what can I say about delivering for Uber Eats? I'll firstly start off by saying it's always a good thing to have options. And what I mean by that is, let's say something happens to your current job, or you just want to make extra money on the side. It's always good to know that there's an app that you can just download, sign up, get your info in there, and you can deliver it and earn money by literally, really any sort of means, to be honest with you, because Uber Eats, you can do walking, biking, and obviously there's different ways of delivering for Uber Eats, so anyone can pretty much do it. Uber/Uber Eats lets you work when you want, for however long you want, for however much hours you want in a day, which is actually pretty convenient for a lot of people, to be completely honest with you. Your earnings will be based off of how much hours you put into a day, how often you're delivering, but to be completely honest with you, that's pretty much the same with any other job out there. It all depends on how much work you're willing to put into it to get out of it. I think the biggest pro of Uber or Uber Eats is that you can do it whenever you want. Can Uber Eats be a full-time job? Yeah, 100% it can. And not only can it be, but you can actually make pretty decent money while doing it too. From some of the videos I've seen on YouTube here and there, I think you can actually make more in the US than you can here in Canada when it comes to Uber and Uber Eats. Now, not only can you do this as a full-time gig, but you can actually do this as a part-time or a little side hustle whenever you have time to do it. Once again, your earnings will reflect on how much time you actually put into it. Just like anything else in life. You can work as quickly as you want or as slow as you want. You can take any and all orders that come towards you from the app, or you can be selective and only take the orders that you actually want to deliver. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of pros to delivering to Uber Eats. However, there are some negatives as well. I've actually done a previous video where I list a couple of issues that I ran into while delivering for Uber Eats. However, some things I do want to mention in this video that I didn't mention in that video. So the first negative I want to bring up is obviously long days. Yes, depending on how much work you put into Uber Eats, the more deliveries you do, the more earnings you'll get. However, the 1 week where I delivered 8 hours per day, it came pretty taxing, to be honest with you. I don't know about you guys, but there are a lot of stupid people on the road. And you pretty much have to keep your head on a swivel as you're driving and doing all these deliveries. Now, there's one big thing that I want to bring up when it comes to delivering for Uber Eats throughout my 30 days. The gas prices are getting higher and higher. They're just increasing. They're never going to come back down. Unfortunately, they're not going to come back down, and they're going to stay at where they are or get even higher at this point. Now, the money that I made throughout this 30 days was obviously done while driving an electric vehicle. So for example, you had an SUV the size of the Model X, and you were driving the amount of kilometers that I was driving every week. You'd probably be spending a couple $100 on a weekly to fill your gas, which obviously makes your net profit that much lower. When it comes down to it, I think there's only one question that people really want to know. Is Uber Eats really worth it? You can obviously weigh your pros and cons, but in general, if you're looking for a way to earn income on your own time, then I think Uber Eats is perfect. And once again, you can definitely do this as a side hustle and just go out and deliver whenever you have time or whenever you want to. Here's my personal opinion. Right now, as it is, and how the gas prices are rising, I don't see how people doing this with gas vehicles are making any money. I think nowadays, guys are just barely making any money when it comes to actual true net profit. If you're delivering with an electric vehicle like I did, you're definitely making money, and definitely making more than if you'd be driving a gas vehicle. So yeah, guys, in all fairness and in all honesty, yeah, you can go ahead and make money, make pretty good money driving for Uber, but there obviously are some pros and cons. And especially nowadays with the gas prices, you'll have to just see how much you're spending on gas and how much you're making per day, weekly, or monthly. In my case, yeah, it was a no-brainer. It's pretty good. If you have an electric vehicle, you can make pretty decent money delivering for Uber Eats. And I think you can make even better money doing Uber, as in driving passengers around. And I think that's something that I might try later on this summer. Alright guys, I hope this video was helpful to you in any way, shape, or form. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell for future videos with the Model X. Until the next one, guys.